action.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. We're going to show you how to mix Adobe Packout to put in the tire wall. So those voids in the tire wall where the tires meet each other, they meet each other at an angle like this. And on the top and the bottom, there's a tire up here and a tire up here staggered, but there's this void that we need to fill. So we're going to fill those voids with Adobe Packout. It's like a crude Adobe mix. It doesn't need to be very fine. It's not used as a plaster. It just needs to fill those voids. The mix we're going to use for the Adobe Packout, sorry, let me start that again. The dirt we're going to use for Adobe, well, let me start this again.
Okay, they're humping me like behind the camera. I can feel it. Something's going on back here.
Rise up above the humping.
I'm trying. He's also shoveling dirt into my shoe.
For Adobe Packout, we're going to use 1 part sand, 1 part dirt, and a big handful of straw from a hay bale, a straw bale, and water to get to the right consistency. So this is the dirt we're going to use. We're not sifting the dirt. We're just going to use some relatively fine dirt. Doesn't have any big rocks in it. Stuff like this is okay for Packout. So we're going to use 1 bucket of dirt. So I'm just going to shove this into a bucket here. This is a 5-gallon bucket. Remember, it's 1 to 1. So we're actually going to end up using 2 buckets of dirt, 2 buckets of sand, a big handful of straw, and then water to get to the right consistency. So we already had some water in our mixer. So we're still good with that. It's still really watery. Look at that. Actually, you can just throw that right in there. I'll start. That's a bucket of sand going in right now. Just going to shovel another bucket of dirt. You can just shovel another bucket of sand, Brad.
Anything for you, David.
Okay, so the consistency of our mix right now is still very wet. It's very muddy, so we're still good on water. We had a lot of water in there to start. So I'm actually going to throw some straw in there now. You can see right here we have our straw bales. And I'm going to take a little bit less than this. About this much straw. Just throw that in. Get another bucket of dirt. Okay, so that's pretty dry now, so we're going to throw in a little bit of water. I'm just watching to see what my consistency is like after it mixes a bit.
Come and look at it.
Yeah, get close up.
Yeah.
Got a little bit more water. Brad, can you grab that bucket of sand? Grab a little bit here. So we're a little bit on the wet side here, so I'm going to put a little more sand and dirt, and we'll see where we end up.
The ties that
Thank you. This is my anti-rape at truck stop shirt.
What do I want to get raped at a truck stop?
Yeah.
You made that joke before?
No.
Really? That's the first time you made that joke?
Yeah.
Alright.
I guess. I think our mix is pretty good now. Yeah, here we go. See, we can make a little ball out of it and throw it around. It's good Packout. Maybe still slightly wet, but this will totally work. It's not coming out?
No, it is.
That's good.
Oh no!
I got it.
It looks good. It's like horse shit.
Here's our Adobe Packout mix, all ready to go. And here are those voids I was talking about in the wall. This is what we're going to use. We're going to use this Adobe Packout to fill in these voids and basically come out to the point where we're level with the edges of the tires. That will, if we do that for the entire wall, that will create a nice flat surface that we can just then put our final coats of plaster on to give our wall a nice flat finish. So right here you can see this is pretty close to being finished, Adobe Packout. You just take a big handful of Packout, throw it right in the void. And you just keep doing that You can't go too far on the first go. Maybe a little bit more than that because it'll slip out. Just get a little bit on the bottom. Focus on filling out the bottom a little bit because we're going to use less material by putting either an aluminum can stuck in there or a rock. And we have a lot of rocks on the site here. So we're just going to take a rock or two, just stick it right in there. And that's going to take up some of the space to help us use less pack out. So we're going to wait for this to dry now. That's probably, in the sun out here, it'll probably take a few hours, maybe a full day. And when this is dry, we'll come back and put on another layer like we've done right here.